What's up, Pisces? Welcome to your love reading. This is going to be for you Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. If this message does not resonate with you, which I could tell you already by the cards I pulled, it's not going to hit home for everybody. Definitely check out your Moon, Rising, and your Venus. It may make a little bit more sense for you guys this month. Also, please keep in mind that these messages may be flip-flopped or interchangeable, so I could be speaking to you Pisces, but be reading for whatever, whatever other sign. So definitely keep that in mind. Before I get into this reading, I just want to thank you guys. I appreciate all of you guys who've been sticking with me, everybody who is a subscriber, who's liked, who's shared. It really helps the channel and it really helps the video circulate so that everybody who needs to hear these messages do. I'm so appreciative. Thank you. And for all you new ones coming along, what's up? My name is Danny. Nice to meet you, and I hope that you guys find some resonance here. I hope that even if it doesn't resonate, I hope you find a gem or at least just like the vibe. You know what I'm saying? Also, I want to let you guys know that I am starting to do extended videos on Vimeo. So if this message is resonating, definitely check out my Vimeo. I have the link down below in my description. It's also in my About tab. You can find it there as well. Let's see what else. Oh, personal readings. If you like personal reading, you can reach out to me. Email me at shesvibeytarot@gmail.com and I will get back to you guys ASAP. Okay. Pisces. I'm not going to lie to you. This is not going to be an easy reading, which is why I definitely prefaced it in the beginning by saying this is definitely not going to resonate with everybody. But if it does, cool. And I hope that it's helpful. Okay. Pisces. What I will say is no matter what, there's a victory here. This is one of those situations where it's like, you're going to have to kind of sit in some shit. You're going to have to kind of face the things that have happened. You're going to have to, some of you, take responsibility. And again, remember, it could be flip-flop. So Pisces, please don't come on here talking about, that's not me, that's them. Okay. Take it as it resonates. Okay. Flip-flop it if that's what it does. But there's definitely some needing to take responsibility. There's definitely needing to, if you want to work this love thing out, you guys taking action and actually implementing new things, new practices, trying things in a new way because whatever you were doing before, it wasn't working for you, that type of thing. Now, I will say the bottom of the deck, the unseen energy is that Six of Wands. So this is a card of victory. This is a card of being seen. It is a card of standing out on top. This is a great card. But I feel like in order to get to this victory, and it may not even feel like a victory right now, especially if you're in the mess, right? But ultimately, going through this mess and kind of sitting in it is the way to the happiness overall. And oopsie, my bad. Underneath this victory card, you've got the Knight of Wands. So yes, you guys are going to have to take some type of action in order to make this work. And this action may be uncomfortable and it may be very eye-opening in a very cringy way. But ultimately, that's where you're going to find success in this. Now, I will say if you are a cusper, Aquarius, Pisces cusper, check out their video. You guys did get the reconciliation card. They did as well. And I did talk a lot about reconciliations. Now, their vibe of it felt a little bit differently. But, of course, I'm going to clarify all these and extend it. And we'll see what's going on with that. But I invite you to check that out. Or if you're dealing with an Aquarius person, I think it'd be very helpful to check that out. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Okay? Now, let's get into these cards. Pisces. So you guys start out with Ace of Swords, Page of Wands, and Five of Cups. Okay. Okay. We're coming to a point of clarity. We're starting to see the shit. We're starting to see the truth in things. We're starting to see where we fell short. We're starting to see where they fell short. We're starting to see the truth. We're starting to change our mind frame. That is what this is all about in terms of you guys. I know I'm speaking like I'm a Pisces. I'm not. But that is where you guys are at right now, right? Now you guys could be dealing with someone with the air sign, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, or whatever, or just, that's something to think about. But this is a time that you guys are becoming very clear on what it is that you want in love. coming very clear on what it takes to maintain a healthy relationship, coming clear on the things that went bad in the past and taking the responsibility for the things that you guys, you know, your part in it. This is a very eye-opening card for you guys, which I do love because, again, the only way through the mess and the only way to get to the other side is first we have to come to terms with some things. First, we have to be honest with ourselves. First, you have to see the shit for what it really is, right? And I feel like you guys are really there in that place, right? Now, Page of Wands energy, this is fire energy, could be dealing with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, but I feel like you guys, so this is basically how you guys feel about the person or think about the person. I think that there's something that you guys are wanting to start new. With that Ace of Swords being next to the Page of Wands, right? The aces are beginnings of new things, right? It's that taking of new action to start. Pages come more on the cusp of something new. So they're very similar, but still very different. Some of you guys may be wanting to re-explore something with someone. I just feel like there's distance definitely here between you and this person. And this could be actual physical distance because I am like really peeping, like we just see all this range of like you see the pyramids, you see in the Ace of Swords, you see all these mountains in the background. Doesn't have to be, but it could also just be distance, like you guys have not been speaking. There's been really no communication. There's been no anything, right? And that could be what that Ace of Swords is about, wanting to spark that communication with someone. This is someone who you view as they've always been down. They've always been loyal. This is someone who has a very fiery, fun personality. They kind of brought that spark into your life. And I feel like you guys are wanting to go forward with that. Now, with this Five of Cups, I feel like there's a little bit of somebody was hurt. And I think you guys are both hurt. I think you guys are just now coming up on that hurt though, in terms of like, God, like again, really reviewing the things, looking at the things and being like, fuck, I did that? Jeez, like I did that? You know what I mean? It's really about this person who is feeling this guilt, feeling the weight of the things that did not work out in the past, right? Because we've got these three cups that are all spilled over, but there's new opportunity, right? And it's interesting that the cups that are tipped upwards, there are two cups. So think of like the Two of Cups card, that's connection. I feel like you guys are trying to figure out a way, probably you're in the brainstorming stages of trying to figure out a way of how to reconnect, how to make this happen, make this solid, how to come together, how to apologize, how to do all these things and fix all these things that either you or them or y'all together collectively fucked up in the past, okay? Again, it's almost like this light switch has gone off in your head where there's like real understanding of things that have happened and real understanding of cause and effect, right? And I feel like you guys are right there on the cusp of trying to like wanting to make a move, right? Wands are all about action. Themselves, they're action cards. So I think you guys are wanting to take action, but I think there is also a little bit of this like resistance and a little bit of like this pause, because you do realize that things went so wrong in the past and there is feeling this guilt and there is feeling this like, oh shit, this heavy weight of, oh my God, how do I fix this? Okay. But I do feel like that is something you guys want to do. Now, this person that you're thinking about, they show up as 9 of Swords, 5 of Pentacles, and the Hermit card. Now, again, this can be flip-flopped, but I'm not trying to point no damn fingers here, but it feels like maybe you guys were more the people who, okay, so to be fair, we all have to take responsibility for our part in relationships and how things go wrong. But you guys, your part and your wrongdoing may have been a little bit more loud, whereas their part and their doing may have been more, I allowed this to happen. I allowed, I sat there while I was being played, while I was being hurt. I knew what was going on. I just refused to move on. Whereas yours was maybe like a little bit more like, I can't find the word, but I'm sure you guys know what this means in context to everything else I've already said, okay? I think this person stays up a lot thinking about you. I think this person, they have you on the brain a lot, and it's It's not a fun feeling for them, to be honest with you. But this Nine of Swords sitting next to this Five of Pentacles, I don't feel like they're thinking about good times. I think they're thinking about the bad. I think they're really going through, this person probably has like tapes in their head replaying of times that they felt left out, shut out, lied to, abandoned by you or by this relationship, by this situationship, whatever it is. There's a lot of hurt there. A lot of hurt there. I feel like they're trying to get over this and doing their best in terms of trying to heal, but they do have, you know, unfortunately, it seems like when they're alone, which I think they're spending a lot of time alone right now. I don't think that they're in a relationship. So if this is someone that you're trying to reconcile with, I don't think that they are matched up with anybody else, because I feel like they're taking the time to really try to figure out what went wrong so they don't repeat the same mistakes with you or with someone else, right? Now, I don't necessarily feel that they're thinking about you in that way, except for about the things that have went wrong and the ways that they've been hurt and the, you know, all that shit. I think they're having a really hard time getting through this. And I think they're having a really hard time getting over this hump. And I think that when they're alone, sometimes the thoughts that they're thinking and the movie, the reel that they're playing is more of a detriment to them than it is good. So I feel like if you're wondering if this person even still thinks about you, I'm thinking, what was that song? Was that Brian McKnight? Do I ever cross your mind anytime? Yeah, but not in the best ways, girl, right now, boy, whatever. There's still a lot of hurt, a lot of pain, a lot of sense of abandonment, and a lot of healing that they're going to have to do on their part. I just want you to know that, because whatever happened in this relationship, it was not easy and it took a really bad toll on them. So be mindful of that because I do feel like some of you guys are going to try to step up to them. When you're doing that, be mindful. Like, you can't come half-stepping and you can't come with no weird shit, because this person has already been broken down. And I think you guys know that, which is good. You know, you need that awareness. But I don't think that this is going to be an easy task. I think this is something that if you do work on it, it's going to be slow growing. I think there's going to be having to do a lot of proving oneself, and really proving that you want to be here for the long haul. Matter of fact, that's what your blocks are, right? Seven of Pentacles. So that's all about sowing seed and sowing good seed, right? I feel like in the past, either you or them, again, because these energies could be flip-flop, someone wasn't putting in the proper effort. Someone was sowing bad seed into this relationship, right? Someone was planting a bunch of fucking duds, okay? So again, if this is something that you really want, you're gonna have to prove yourself, and it's going to take time. This isn't something that's going to be fast moving. This isn't something that's going to be easy. This isn't something that's going to be just like butterflies and gumdrops the whole time. This is going to take work. And I think that there's, in a lot of cases, you may not even know if things are working. I feel like this person is will be a little bit more guarded with you this time around. So if you feel like you've known this person, or you know this person, you know how they operate, no, you don't. You don't know them anymore. They're different. Things are different. You're going to have to approach this different. I will say that. Okay. Now, your advice for moving forward, Ace of Pentacles. This is all about planting new seed. This is all about planting abundant seed. It's all about thinking future forward, right? Whenever we plant that Ace of Pentacles seed, we're really looking forward to that Ten of Pentacles, right? We're really looking forward to that happily ever after, the abundance in terms of our relationships, our money, our friendships, our everything, right? So again, if this is something that you guys really want to move forward on, it's going to require that you plant good seed. Like this Ace of Pentacles, this is real gold. This isn't fool's gold. This is the real deal. So I will say, if this is someone that you were thinking about, you've been thinking about, but you're not quite sure, stay your ass over there. Because if you step to this person, you have to be sure, you have to be solid, you have to prove that what you want is solid, that what you want is stable, that what you want is real, that what you want is tangible, that this is something that you're going to have to really put forth action, and there's going to have to be show and prove, okay? Now, This is your most likely outcome, Devil. That's Capricorn energy. So you guys have Virgo energy, Capricorn energy. You have a lot of Earth. So Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, you could be dealing with. Could be dealing with some air sign. Libra, Aquarius, Pisces. You could be, nope, you're Pisces. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. You could be dealing with fire, right? Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But the Capricorn card with this Devil card, Devil, it's not always bad. What it really talks about is what has power over you. I just feel like with this, there's some things that you guys need to drop, right? Maybe some addictions, some old behaviors, some old habits in order to progress this forward. And I think that that's the next step in order to progress this forward. Again, with this victory card, the Six of Wands being at the bottom of the deck, I do feel like there's a victory here, but it's not going to come easy. You're going to have to put in a different type of work. And it's going to take some time, okay? And it's going to require a sacrifice. So there is no looking at something and being like, oh yeah, that's just the way I am. No, fuck that. There is none of that in this situation. If you want this situation to prosper, I think there's a lot of things that you guys are going to have to let go of in order to make it work. And vice versa. There's some things they're going to have to let go of too, especially if they're holding on to this anger and hurt and pain. Things need to let go, right? Because when we're in the Devil energy, that's bondage. And it's not the fun type of bondage. It's, I mean, unless it's like next to a Lovers or, you know, you have to read the cards together. But this is bondage. This is someone who makes you feel small. This is something that makes you feel small. This is not you being at your highest good, right? This is not you being on your highest vibration. So what I do love in terms of getting that relationship to work, it's going to require you to do your own individual work. And that is the best thing that anybody could do for themselves, right? And for a relationship. The best thing I can do for my lover is continue to every day try to be my best me. The best thing that they could ever do for me is every day show up as the best them and work on them. And so if this is something that you want, Pisces, this is what's going to be required of you. Now, you guys got let your friends help you. Ask for and accept help from others. Being open with your friends, your loved ones. Of course, people who have your best interest at heart. This isn't just like blabbing and telling your business to anybody. But if there's someone that you can really trust and someone that you can really kind of be yourself and kind of unleash those feelings to and that you trust their opinions, maybe doing that. Maybe also going and seeking professional help, right? Asking for help can be like going to therapy and maybe tackling certain things that have blocked you in the past in terms of love. I think that's going to be really important, but definitely there's work to do. And if you guys have a really like a good support system around you, I think it's a good idea to maybe lean in, right? And then you guys got that reconciliation card. Someone from your past is returning to your life. So again, this, even before I pulled that damn reconciliation card, this felt like, oh, this is, we're tackling old things all over the place. But again, if you guys decide to really do the work and be authentic in all of this, you do have victory there. But it's going to require you to move forward and take action. It's going to require you to take action like you've never done before. It's going to require you to show up as the elevated you, not you that they know in the past. Okay? And again, this could be reversed. Take it as it resonates. If this is resonating with you, please go check out my Vimeo. I'm about to go do it now. If you like a private reading, I'm available. she'svibeytarot@gmail.com. And I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, Pisces.